Hi Capricorn, this is your March 20th through March 26th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll then do the X spread. After that, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And at the end, we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week. For some of you, it's not new, but we'll get to that in just a second. We have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Cups, we have the King of Swords clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. In the potential outcome, we have the Nine of Cups with Justice and the Wheel of Fortune, and we also have the Star on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or a Sagittarius, or pretty much any zodiac sign. I'm going to get straight to the point, Capricorn. You see that King of Swords right there, right next to the deck, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles? You're going to marry that person. Yep. There is no other way for me to interpret this. There is no other way for me to interpret. I don't even know why I pulled the potential outcome cards. Because the spread on the left, those 4 cards tell the whole story. Yep. The Ace of Pentacles often comes through as a card of a proposal, right? And the very next card that came out is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is a card of a commitment or marriage. Alright? Then we got the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, which is also a commitment or marriage card. So you see, this is just the way of the universe to let you know that, yep, yeah, that's it, Capricorn, that is it. And the thing about the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, just one of those 2 cards would have been plenty. Either one of those 2 cards is an amazing commitment on marriage card. But when both of them show up in the same reading, first of all, it is a confirmation that you've got a commitment coming up with this person. And it's like when those 2 cards are on the table, you're getting the best of both worlds. Because the Ten of Cups, you know, that card is one of the best cards when it comes to emotionally fulfilling relationships or marriages. It's a family card, right? This card is often referred to as the happily ever after card. Emotions, right? Emotional fulfillment. The Ten of Pentacles, on the other hand, is also a commitment marriage card, but at the same time, this card takes care of practicality, right? This is a card of when people buy real estate together, they enjoy financial abundance together. This is a rock-solid commitment to marriage. Whereas the Ten of Cups is emotions, the Ten of Pentacles is practicality. When you get both of them in the same reading, in the same spread, you get the best of both worlds. Okay? What's interesting is that we have Justice and the Star in the spread, right? Justice could be a Libra, the Star could be an Aquarius. Both of them are air signs, and the King of Swords is most likely an air sign, but it doesn't exclude Gemini either. All right. Yeah, if we want to stay general, then the Star is a card of a wish come true, something people usually wish for or hope for a very long time. All right. The Nine of Cups, the first card in the potential outcome, is also a wish come true card. So you got both of them. There's 2 wish come true cards in the tarot deck, and both of them are on the table. So you got 2s. You got the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, you got the Nine of Cups, and the Star. Justice in the middle of that potential outcome, like I said earlier, could be Libra you're dealing with. Justice could be you're finally getting what you deserve. It could be karma in the most positive way possible. Justice could be an actual place where people get married, like a chapel or what have you. Justice could be the legal system, right? And what I mean by that, you know, when people get married, they sign a piece of paper, and then that piece of paper is submitted with the local government. Justice could be that local government. And the Wheel of Fortune right next to the deck could be a Sagittarius you're dealing with, but the Wheel of Fortune is a start of a new cycle, a very fortunate new cycle. It's like a very positive turn in events, right? The Wheel of Fortune could also be a card of going somewhere. Perhaps you're going on a honeymoon, or you're moving in together, and both of you have to relocate, or you're moving in with them, or the other way around. Alright, but the word fortune in the Wheel of Fortune is there for a reason. The Wheel of Fortune is always good news in my spreads. You know, I didn't even have to clarify as many times as I usually do. Usually, in the main spread on the left, I clarify a couple of cards, depending on what's going on. But this time, one card, one clarification was enough. And again, this pretty much, it's a done deal, Capricorn. Right? If this is not somebody new, obviously you're taking it to the next level. If this is a brand new person entering your life, the 2 of you will commit to each other real quick. like real quick. All right, so I'm not even going to bother with an extended because that would be a total waste of time. Really happy for you, Capricorn. Congratulations. Capricorn, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have strength, we have the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Chariot, and we also have the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Cancer. You know what? It feels like work, business, and finances. It's like you have a business trip coming up. Okay? All of a sudden, for some of you. For others of you, it could be planned. Right? It doesn't have to be a business trip coming up this week. It could be at some point in the future. Okay, but here's the deal. The Eight of Pentacles, the second card that came out, is a card of work, business, and finances. Or it's a card of working on something, perfecting something, right? And we have two fastest cards in the deck on the table. The Chariot right next to the deck and the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Those two are the two fastest cards in the deck. So for some of you, it's definitely travel that's coming up. Okay, and the Seven of Pentacles is a card of waiting, but at the same time, it's not necessarily a waiting card. It's like you've already done something or you will do something, and after that you could be waiting for results, or you could be evaluating what you've just done. Okay, or for some of you, again, this is you waiting for that business trip coming up, or perhaps after you come back from that business trip, you're going to be waiting for the results. Okay, so yeah, I'll still do the work, business, and finances spread separately for all of you, but those of you who are in a relationship or married, I think some kind of a business trip or travel that has to do with work is coming up. Or perhaps you have somebody coming from another office, right? Perhaps you work for a company with multiple offices, and somebody from another office is coming into your office, and you're going to be occupied getting ready for that, you're waiting for that, doing whatever is necessary. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Capricorn, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Swords, clarified by the King of Wands, and we have the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, you got this King of Wands right next to the deck, and it's like every time they're back, they're bad news. It's just bad news. It creates all kinds of issues for you. And for me to say every time they're back, for some of you, this is somebody who keeps coming back to you. Somebody who is in and out of your life. Okay? The Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck is a card of a broken heart. It's a card of a devastation. There could have been a third-party situation. The Seven of Swords that the King of Wands is clarifying is a card of a cheater. It's a card of a deception. It's a card of somebody who sneaks around. Okay, and the Nine of Wands in the middle is a card of a wounded warrior, and I think that's you. You're the wounded warrior here. You're the victim, like seriously. The Ten of Wands, the first card that came out, is a card of a burden. So every time this person shows back up, your life just gets harder. You know, it could be different issues every time. You know, there could be just one issue that this person is hot and cold in and out of your life, but perhaps they always bring some other issues along. It's just one giant issue. Don't even bother with this person. Alright? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Capricorn, this week. We have the Hierophant, the Two of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And I just couldn't resist it, Capricorn. I confess it. I couldn't resist it. I looked underneath the Ace of Wands and we got the Ace of Pentacles. You got a choice to make, and that makes total sense with those two aces on the bottom of the deck, right? Two different offers. Both are really good. The Two of Wands in the middle is a card of a choice. It doesn't mean you're going to be choosing the one that's the Ace of Wands. That is represented here by the Ace of Wands. Because like I said, I believe both options are good. Right? The Hierophant, the first card that came out, when it comes to work, business, and finances, this is something formal, something official. It could be educational for some of you. Perhaps you work in the education field. Right? The Three of Pentacles right next to the deck is a card of collaboration, and that often comes through as a card of a workplace environment or a business place environment. So you got two offers on the table, two different jobs, or perhaps for some of you, you got a job offer from a new company, and you're gonna show it to your existing employer, and they will counter offer it, and then you'll have a choice. For others of you, you say you run your own business, you could be choosing between two potential business partners, or two suppliers, two vendors, two providers, or something like that. But you know, take your time, Capricorn, I don't see you being rushed into anything. I don't see you being... You will have time to think about it. Perhaps even do your own research or further research. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Capricorn, this week. We have Judgment. We have the Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or not a Capricorn. Well, this week is about love and work for you. I think this spread right here is also about work. So we had the work, business, and finances spread, and I don't know if you watched the couples spread. That spread was also all about work. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. We have Judgment here, right? Judgment could be somebody coming back from the past. So perhaps if we're talking about the same thing that we were talking about during the work, business, and finances spread, perhaps one of the offers is from somebody whom you used to work with. Okay, it could be the same company who wants you back, or perhaps somebody you used to work with, they got a new job and that new place has an opening and they thought of you and they extended you an offer. Or if you're dealing with a new company, perhaps with the Judgment, you will have to make a judgment call as to what you want to do here. But the offer is legit, right? The Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, yes, it is legit. With the Knight of Pentacles, it's always talking about long-term and a pile of cash. All right? So perhaps with the Page of Pentacles, it could be like a sign-up bonus, right? Or perhaps if you start a bidding war, if you have two offers, two companies bidding for you, then they will keep going back and forth, back and forth. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and then counter offer, and then another counter offer. So do enjoy the show. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck, all the way to your right. So with the Eight of Cups, it could be somebody coming back to you from the past with the Judgment card, or this is what's at stake: you leaving or going towards this new offer. Okay, so yeah. The offer is legit. I think you will have time to think about it and choose, make a choice based on what's best for you. Alright? Cool. And that's what I have for you, Capricorn, for this week, for this reading. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Capricorn, have an amazing